wasn't sleeping very well. And I was having quite obsessive thoughts about her sleep and the lack of control, because I was very much in control of my life before I had Daisy. Everything was all to a schedule, and I tried to keep her to a schedule, and it wasn't working. And then when she was about 8 weeks old, I just came to a point where I thought I just had a day where I just thought I can't do this anymore, and I just couldn't stop crying and crying and crying, and I just wanted to run out in front of a bus. And when I found out I had postnatal depression, I was really surprised, because I thought postnatal depression meant that you felt low and that you couldn't bond with your baby, whereas I didn't really have a huge problem with bonding with Daisy, but I just couldn't function.
It's the thought
your head is going at 100 miles an hour, like non-stop, like and I just couldn't stop. I just couldn't get out of my head. And I wanted to itch myself out of my skin, because I felt so anxious. And so like that all the time. Panicky, and that's
over nothing.
And because I felt like that, I was like even more scared, because I was like, what's happening to me? I was very quick to go to the doctors. And it was a good thing that I did go to the doctors quickly, because the longer you let it fester, the worse it can get.
A lot of similar emotions, OCD with cleaning,
I know, my friend said that.
Obsessive cleaning, raging temper, to then
see, I didn't have that at all.
Panic attacks were horrendous, and I just felt very isolated and ashamed.
Yeah, I felt ashamed.
Ashamed because I'm such a strong character. And I'd let everyone down.
But you didn't let everyone down, you know. Because we've all been through it, and we've all come out the other end of it. It did take me, a good couple of years to get over the whole, coming off the medication and everything. When I had my last child, she's now 5, I'd come home, and that same day I ended up going back into hospital. I had palpitations, and they just said it was tiredness. So just to go to bed, really. I went to bed. 5 days later, I knew something was wrong. I could tell myself I was different. So when my little girl Jasmine was 3 weeks old, I went to the doctors, and I just said I don't feel well, and I've been having these silly thoughts that I'm ill and that the baby's
irrational thoughts.
Yeah, really irrational thoughts. The health visitor came out, and I did the Edinburgh scale, the questionnaire, and then she said I had postnatal depression.
I do think people don't realise really what postnatal depression is.
Agree.
And how fast it can take hold of you.
It's so different. Everyone's on their own journey.
Yeah, I know I'm better now. When if there's like a little mark on a crumb or something, I think I can leave it.
Well, she hasn't really had a sleep, and I'm all right about it today.
Yes. You know what you're saying.
You're not freaking out.